you've been seeing these orbs that I've been showing you forever, almost 2 years now, but not one news reporter station or anybody like that, white people, has gotten involved with it at all, except the one little white boy who put one up, and in 10 days he had 9,000 hits. So I'm sure I'm way up there somewhere, big time, huge number, unimaginable, I'm sure. But I'm getting at this. The media, nobody else was willing to run with that and show it to America. They kept it on the download so much, which lets me know that I'm onto something really good, you know. And I know I am because I see the things flying around here too. So, you know, I used to ask myself, could this really be happening? I mean, could it really be happening? And yes, it's happening. And it's very, very exhilarating, at the same time frustrating, and very bizarre. But then, like I say, I fly those ships sometimes. And it's this lady that I see down there when I'm flying. They're all African women. All of them are really beautiful. It's a lot of them too. They walk in straight lines and they have on uniforms that's like black. And they really bomb as hell. They got these buttons that come down right here in the front. They got these boots on that their pants fit down into the boots. And I wish you could see them, man. They are so beautiful. I am not lying to you. You will not believe it. And they just proud as they could be. They have this self-awareness of, I guess they act like goddesses because they know that's who they are. And there's this one, she is so out of this world beautiful. She looked like that picture that I used to show you all the time. And that picture that I told you the girl name was Magdalene on there, that's what the universe told me her name was. And you know, I be looking at that picture and I say, that lady that be in my dreams look just like her, except she don't look to be like Spanish or Mexican or Native American. In this picture, she has the same facial features, but she doesn't wear any of that cosmetic or the Native Americans or any of that, nothing about her profile. The facial structure and everything is still there. Same face, all that. But she doesn't have any other the eye stuff like you see associated with Hispanic people. She just looks straight black. Only around the eyes is where the change is made at. And she is like the most beautiful. You would never ever believe what I'm trying to say to you. And I always see women in my dreams. And I was listening to Morris Donaldson the other day, and I think he said that you see women in your dreams that's from your past lives or from your future lives. You know what I mean? And it's really amazing that I believe that that's what's going on. I really do. I believe that essence of that light that I tell you come into my house is that lady that I see when I be flying those ships. I believe that me and her both are pilots in the light world, and sometimes she comes and visit me in this physical world. That's what I think. Ain't that amazing? But I believe that to be the way it is though. And I see her walking around on the earth in a physical form too. I haven't saw her for a while though. I'm even wondering now, did she leave town? She probably got scared and ran off. She know that I'm gonna get her and break her back. But anyway, I hope that ain't the case. She probably just playing hard to get. Well, she probably married to somebody else. I hope not. We'll find out though, won't we? Somebody else out there to see what I see in her. They probably done tried to get married to her. She sure did disappear. I don't see her ass at all now. Except in my dreams. Starting to get wary. But anyway, we just have to see what happens. Because I'm just really having a lot of fun doing the things that I'm doing. Like talking to y'all, letting you know I don't hate nobody. I love everybody, but I believe that I had to be aggressive with delivering that message that I had to deliver. It took a lot of work to do all that. A whole lot of work. And the only thing all that stuff is trying to point out to you is that you are your own God. Okay? Don't let no one sell you themselves as your God. And about me preaching gloom and doom, I'm not preaching gloom and doom. What I am preaching is resurrection, judgment day, prepare, repent, get your stuff together, start living a more divine life, stop smoking, stop drinking, stop eating meat, stop fornicating, you know what I'm saying? And all that stuff right there, I know it's going to be hard for everybody to do. But the Son just want me to say all that. Don't get mad at me. Do it or don't. If you don't do it, fine. If you do it, fine. But let me say it. That's all I'm supposed to say it. Alright? Okay. So I just said it. And I'm glad that everything is looking really, really good. And everything is hopefully going to work out. It better. Because we don't want everybody running around here having problems breathing. You know what I mean? It's gonna get hot too. It's going to get hot again. Trust me on that. The rain is not gonna stay. I just said that rainy season coming just to show you guys how I can get down and make things change like that. So you'll really be serious about understanding when I say I can do things with weather. You don't want me to prove it to you. You do not. Trust me, you do not. Because it's going to get so much drier. See, when the air gets cold, it takes more of the oils and everything away. You know what I'm saying? Things really go through dry out procedure in cold air a lot quicker than they do in hot air. So that means the forest is going to get, when it stops raining and the air temperature starts to drop a bit, it's going to remove more moisture from the leaves of the trees. As a matter of fact, it's going to make it where the forest becomes more flame accelerant because you have all those leaves on the ground now that can help spread the fire to everywhere. So we want to keep that in mind. You know, did I mention that I could speak to the elements and ask them to do things? Have you guys been watching my YouTube pages? Have you saw the weird electricity and the weird actions of the sun and the weird colors in the water and all the things I've been telling you about that was going to be a part of attacking the unbelievers, if you will, the non-believers, the unconvinced? I just want to know, because I really hope that we're not going to have to act a damn fool. No, let's keep all the fish at Bonneville down. Let's keep all the beautiful scenery of Oregon and Washington, beautiful scenery. We don't need to be acting the damn fool around here. And how Asar so upset that he be talking to the sun and asking the sun to do some crazy shit to the landscape, because we just don't want that. That's why. Okay? All right. Okay, Marriott Hotel. So yeah. So a lot of questions was, why did Asar go off and talk all this stuff about the past, sexual experiences and all that stuff like that? That stuff is just because it's real simple. You have to get everybody interested in listening to something. And that's how you set the energy up. See, a person can't ingest anything without ejecting something. Do you get what I mean? In order for you to keep eating, you have to go to the bathroom and let stuff out. So you can't ingest anything if you can't give it, you can't take, you can't receive it. So in other words, I had to give something that was going to be catchy to the ear, to the mindsets of everyone. Something that's different than the format of you better. You know, God said this, God said that. People ain't trying to hear that. People was out trying to do the stuff that I was talking about that made them become so slow paced and attentive. So that's what that is all about. Then I was able to show you that the electromagnetism exists through the formation of thought waves coming from the brain. Now see, if you look at this monitor, it's flashing right now and it's blinking like that because it has thought waves as being a part of the electromagnetism of our universe. The electromagnetic spectrum of our universe is what all life permeates from. It is that pulse that makes your heart beat. You see? You see what I'm saying? That's what it's showing you, that electricity lives. That's what the monitor is saying. It's saying we live. We are energy sources of electricity that permeates in all. You see, that's what it is saying to us. And it wants us all to be invited to enjoy the true spectrum of its brilliance and be able to participate in the unlimited dimensions of it. You know, this right here is a picture of me in the past life, before I even, if you will, was in this realm of time and space as we know it right now. You see, one morning I was sitting around at the computer, and the electrical thumping that you see inside that monitor is the way that I'm communicated with. That electricity that makes this monitor thump at will like that is the electricity that stumps around in my brain and gives me impulses of what to say and where to go and what to do. And that's why I've been saying to you guys here in Vancouver, in Seattle, in Portland, Oregon, that your attitudes and everything has really changed a lot. It really has, you know. I get frustrated with the government for trying to be so selfish and stingy with the people as far as all this foolish shit. They gotta tell me some dumb shit like you didn't register for selective service. You know, when I know for a fact that I did, and that was 20, 40, so long ago, you know what I mean? And so it stagnated me from getting a guard card. Now listen to this. Do you think this is right? In the state of Washington, the state of Oregon, and the state of California, every place that you try to get a job, certain jobs, you got to have a license, like security work, you know. So I'm trying to get my security guard license so I could get one of the many security jobs that's out here. Now here it is, the state demanding that I have this document in order to work. But do they give you an avenue to get the document after you get a job? No, you gotta have the document before you get a job. So down here at the job work source place down there, I go in there because I hear rumor that you can get some help at getting your freaking state guard card. So I go in there, you know what I'm saying? And I go through all the criteria and everything. Then at the last minute, everything get the brakes put on it because you didn't register for selective services back in 1980. Here it is, 32 freaking years later. No, wait a minute. Yeah, 32 freaking years. And I'm like, yes, I did register because we had to register. They made us register in school. I did too register. Well, we don't find it in the computer. I'm like, so what do that mean? Well, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, but see, here's the thing. I've been a contributing person to this America for 52 years. All right, you're not gonna sit there and try to make me feel like I better quit preaching the truth. The truth is, you white people did murder us and steal all our wealth from us. And even though that you got it where you can manipulate us and cause opposition to the people like me who wants to see things change for us and things get better for us, mainly myself, because I don't see us not meaning me. If I just said me, it would mean us. But I say mainly myself because I know the way better off I am, the more I'm going to be